I wanted to introduce a little bit more about how we work with the dragons when we're doing parent coaching. And fundamentally, we are inviting the whole family system to increase their emotional intelligence. It's not just about a child or a family member who may be struggling. It's about the whole system increasing their ability to communicate wisely about the things that are difficult, the red dragon moments, the stuff that needs to get done, whether it's homework or house chores or care for somebody, and the ways in which we like to rest and restore. And one of the first things we do when working with a family is we start to support the parents, because the caregiver's own well-being is really at the heart of the family system. So we introduce the colors to the adults, the parents, or the carers in the family. First of all, to give them space to talk about some of their reds, because they often don't get that, because they're taking care of others. To try to use the dragon methodology to get really creative about how parents and caregivers are going to nourish themselves or communicate with one another in ways that can nourish and support. And then we start thinking about, okay, what are we going to do? Now, the beauty of this method is I use the colors method working in corporate, working with boards, working with high performance teams, even working with astronauts. So this is a great process, just even as an adult, to learn how to think through that lens of the colors, how to be more productive, how to see all those little spaces in the day where we can do things that nourish. But the point is, when you're working with a family system, the youngsters in the family are looking at the adults. Yeah, we learn from the adults in our family system how to manage when things go wrong. What are the rules about what it means to care for myself? How do we do negotiation and compromise? We learn that from our family systems as our primary source of learning. We might learn it in school, we might learn it in the cultures and the organizations in which we work or in which we're educated, but it usually starts at home. You know, what happens in the family when someone's in a red? How do we take care of one another, even though we maybe have all different ways that we like to get green? And how do we pull together as a family when stuff needs to get done? So that's really one of the main reasons. Well, those are the two main reasons we start initially to work with the adults and the caregivers in the family. One, so they can support themselves and make sure that they're staying green and taking opportunities to do self-care so that they can be better at what they need to do, which is caring for the family and perhaps caring for that child that has some particular needs. And secondly, because of the modeling, what we call the modeling. So hopefully you found that useful, and I'm going to make another video.